Howdy all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play of Transport Fever 2. In the previous episode, we headed to sunny California to help Howard Hughes become the best golfer, and the best pilot, and the best movie producer, only for us to basically leave and find another job, which seems to basically open up for some reason in another country. And in this episode, we're heading to the campaign again to basically continue that particular mission, aka Era 2, Mission 11, People's Republic. As you may notice, the Continue section has a save game. That's because it's from a botched recording that I somehow did not know what I needed to do to get that particular task done, so hopefully we'll be able to fix that as we head into the campaign.
Mankind is constantly creating amazing new inventions.
Mallorca, a peaceful... The Middle Kingdom after the Great Revolution. The Red Army has won the Civil War, thanks to tactical skill and plenty of perseverance. Both will now be needed to build the kind of paradise that Chairman Mao Zedong promised the people from the ruins left behind. Arise, from the masses to the masses.
And if you didn't think about it already, we are heading to China to help Mao Zedong, who has taken over the country as supreme leader right after the Red Army has won the Chinese Civil War. So, as you can see, our bonus tasks have already been unlocked, but however, we gotta basically head back in and see what needs to be done as we restart this mission in People's Republic.
The enemy has been defeated. The oppressors of the people have been conquered. Now peace and prosperity ought to blossom. As an ambitious member of the local provincial administration, you are going to take the necessary steps to achieve this. If you do your job well, there could be a post in store for you on the Central Committee of the Communist Party. Long live the People's Republic of China. The wreckage from the Civil War lies all over the landscape like festering wounds, as testimony to the horrors of the past, to the oppression of the workers and farmers. This has been stopped now. The country will be newly built by the masses who've been freed at last, to shine thereafter far more brightly than ever before. The old railroad line from Chengdu to Chongqing was severely damaged during the war. Steel is a necessity so that this key transport corridor can be repaired as soon as possible.
But before we do that, welcome to China. As you can see, we have a couple of industries such as a coal mine, steel works, and iron mines, and a couple of unique buildings such as this machine import warehouse. But you might notice all these question marks around here. These are industrial construction sites, which I can convert different industries into other ones. This one says none, but if I click on farm, it will turn into a farm, producing grain. But we don't need to worry about that right now, as we need to basically repair the trackage. Now, we need to deliver steel here to this track construction factory, but here's something a little interesting. I could actually lay down track, even though it says I have to deliver steel to repair the track. Not to mention, I need to wonder why there's electrification, because I played this map before and there are no electric trains at all. Plus, I want to basically bring the track designed for my long distance trains as well as those carrying higher payloads. So, the entirety of the track is something more faster, more profitable. Now with the tracks gone, I can start rebuilding the entirety of the railway line. I believe the stations were about 120 meters, so we're gonna double that at 120 at 240. Just need to put this in a good spot where I have a good catchment area. And then I also need to do the same thing as I did with the stations in the previous mission. I'll lay down one station with one track platform, add a pair of freight bypass tracks, and then another track for an outer platform for the express trains, and then a pair of platforms for my local trains. But since these towns also need food and general goods, we're also going to basically add some other cargo platforms. This is going to take a little bit of time to get done, so I'm just basically going to cut this video right here, and I'll see you all in just a moment. And we're back, as we have finally completed our track work. You can see we have a lot of stuff to do to get everything ready, but with the track work complete, now we can basically place down our signals. Of course, I gotta add my X switches as well. That is, if they want to cooperate, that is. Let's see. Yeah, that should basically do it. Now let's place down the signals. So each of the stations now has a platform for loading and unloading goods and food in town, as well as spots for passengers to catch the express, as well as to catch local trains to their respective destinations. Let's see. Alright, that section is done. Now I just need to finish this section, and then get the rest of the track complete. Notice that the switch was not set in the right spot. There we go. Let's see. And I think that should basically do it on this side of the station. Now just to do the other side. Finally, the signal's in this area. That should basically do it for the signals. Now we also gotta get some freight trains ready. We'll place down a 2-track station here, and to carry steel to the track work factory, I'll basically place down one of these because I have a feeling that we'll also need that other load of steel for another project later on. Alright. Let's see. done. Then I just have to do this. And that should basically be it. I also have to do this as well. As well as this, because I might have to use double coal and iron ore trains. Alright. Now I just need one station to pick up the loads of iron ore. We'll curve a bit. Just get it in a spot right there. Let me see. That curved bridge doesn't look that good. Just reline it as a straight piece. And then connect it to the main line here. The signal, add the signal to the iron ore branch. Then I'll place another one up here. Get rid of this cutting. Add that. Change this into a slip switch. And then finally add that. Perfect. Now all I just need to do is just place down a depot for my trains. I think I'll basically place it out here where it won't cause too much trouble. Slip switch there, slip switch there. And switch signals. Remove this straight piece. And place down the depot. Now to set up my trains. We'll turn this into the express train. And now I just need my local trains. Local train A. Turn this to gray. Put it gray there. Local train B. And then another one to local train C. And now for the freight trains. Freight train A, coal. And then freight train B, iron ore. Now that my trains are ready to go, let's get their equipment. So the only locomotives we have are steam, with all of them from Russia, except for the China Railways JF12A2s. So we have the Russian Class S and SU-262s, the YE Class 210O, the FD-210-2, and the Class L-210O. So, for our local passenger trains, well, first of all, we need to get the express up and running. Let's see. We'll paint it at that. And give it some of these coaches. And as for this particular class, we'll basically use a couple of these Suburbans And for the coal and iron ore trains, the FD and several of these gondolas. Express, Local A, Local B, Local C, coal, and iron ore. And at the same time, we got to get some of that steel delivered to its destination. From this steel firm all the way to the track repair factory. Sneak along the river. And then connect there. And to make sure that it's not taken over, we'll convert this into a player-only road. Convert that, connect it, and then connect this end. And add a one-way street to allow trucks to easily deliver the steel without blocking the main road. We'll focus on the buses and trolleys later in this next video, as we now set up my truck line, and that will basically do it for this first episode of episode 11. So, if you enjoyed this episode of my Let's Play of Transport Fever 2, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on my outside schedule. And as always, I want to thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!